Dashing through the sea on a Faerie Vandal. We're gonna draw a card all the way. Question of the day. How often do you visit your local game store? Let me know in the comments below. Ladies and Gentlemages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Octopus Tempo featuring the Sea-Dasher Octopus. Now this cute little sea critter here, it's got Mutate Flash. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and that is going to be just wonderful in a Tempo type of deck. Now if you notice that it is kind of like darkened, and that is because I think I'm going to use another wild card on it. Not really sure exactly what I want to do yet, but we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. It'll be okay. But other than that, we pretty much have a mono blue tempo-y type of deck. I started off with 22 lands, and I kind of kicked it up because if we're going to be going with more Sea-Dasher Octopi, we'll just go for Octopi. That is going to be what we're doing here, so I kicked it up to 23, and obviously we do need a lot of islands because the Tempest Djinn also gets some more power for each basic island you control. But other than that, you can see it's pretty standard. What I really like about the Faerie Vandal, I think I'm going to have to kick up the Faerie Vandal too. So let's go ahead, maybe kick one of these things up. I don't know exactly the exact deck list I will, put out. Maybe we do that. I don't know. We're doing some different things here, but the Faerie Vandal with the Sea-Dasher Octopus is absolutely insane because you use the Faerie Vandal whenever you draw your second card each turn, and with the Sea-Dasher Octopus, you mutate your Vandal, and then you're drawing and getting stronger every turn. You're gonna have a Lofty Denial, Slip Off the Back, Spell Pierce, and March of Swirling Mist, all to protect your creatures. And it's just an absolute beauty to behold. Very frustrating if you're playing against it. If you're playing for it, it's a great time. So before we get into the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this, helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Bardwag, how we doing here? It's a little on the slowish side. Nah, I think it's okay. It's okay. It's good enough to keep. We got this Merfolk Trickster. Ooh, our opponent did take a mulligan. You know what we like to do on this channel. We give them the friendly mulligan hello, because everybody deserves a friendly hello when you take a mulligan here. We're gonna drop this, and we'll keep out the Slip Out the Back like it's something important, like a counter or something. Keep them at bay, but it is not. It does not. So another Epicure, okie dokie. Go ahead and deal it down to 18. Be a nice little 17 once they swing in, but yeah, okay. And okay, so now the fun can begin. Now we can start doing our flashy little mono blue tempo-y type of stuff here. We do have two Sea-Dasher Octopuses. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and pass the turn here, and let's see if we do the Merfolk Trickster is kind of cool because it can flash in for 2/2, nullify something, and then maybe take something out. So we'll see. Got the Brazen Borrower. Nice little alternate art fairy rogue here. But we are pretty behind. This is not really the best matchup. We are going against some sort of aggro-y type of deck. And they do have an established board here, so definitely going to have to turn on the Jets here at some point. So I think I am going to go ahead and get out this Merfolk Trickster. The worst thing that can happen, I mean, it is what it is. We're just going to go and flash it in. It doesn't really take advantage of Edge of the Battlefield. This Edge of the Battlefield ability does not matter, unfortunately, but at least we still get to block something out, so we at least put some sort of, presence on the battlefield. There's the Mayhem Devil, okie dokie here, so this definitely gets interesting. Let's go drop our land here. Now, what do we want to do here? The problem with this is that we can't really, use this in, anticipation. So once they sacrifice this thing, they're going to go ahead and deal some damage, which is really nasty. I think we just say go again. Yeah, all of our stuff has flash or an instant, so we just kind of say, okay, we can't really swing in. So I think we're just going to say, okay. We could also just go for the Brazen Borrower. Flash this in, but that's really scary. They would have to tap out for that because it has 1 toughness. Oh boy, Nixalai, how are you doing here? Okay, this is a huge problem. We do not have a counter. Oof. Well, let's go ahead and go for the... let's go ahead and let this resolve first. We don't have any counters or anything, which is really unfortunate here.
Enough! Notions of morality. All that matters is power.
All that matters is power. You heard it here first, folks.
You work for me now, runt.
Okay, I'm gonna say no.
Coin or carnage.
We could get rid of a Sea-Dasher Octopus. We really could, but I'm gonna forego that just for now. And they're gonna pass through their attackers. We're gonna go ahead and go for the Merfolk Trickster, right on the Mayhem Devil. So, I mean, now it doesn't have its ability. Now if they've got a land and a blood token, we can say no. And I think I'm actually... Well, do we want to slip out the back on this Devil token? And then we can swing in and kill both the Obnixilae? I think we want to do that. It's close. Oh, gosh. I'm going to say no. It is really sucky to not be able to do that. Because we can just go for Brazen Borrower. Hit the Devil. This goes bye-bye. And now we can swing in to both of these. We're not going to go for the Sea-Dasher Octopus. We're just going to swing in, kill both of these Obnixilae. And, yeah, we could do this, but it's whenever it deals combat damage to a player, not a Planeswalker. So, we can flash this in at some point, or we can go for a slip out the back.
Will be cruel and painful.
Yeah, sure, Obnixilae, you're gone. We're not worried about you anymore. I am worried about this Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We don't have any of our counters, which really sucks. Really sucks really badly here. So, they're going to do this. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to take this. Down to 10 we go. Let's go ahead and flash this in. And we'll put this on the over. It doesn't really matter. They have the same abilities. Pteramander. Here we go. If we swing with this octopus, they're going to block, because they don't want us to give us an extra card. There's no way. I'm going to double swing in here. They're definitely going to trade with the octopus. Let's take the Sea-Dasher Octopus, put it on this one. We'll put it on the over. And I know this trade is not good, but I think we still have to do it. Like, given our hand, I think we still have to. We get the Curious Obsession would be nice, but... Oh, that's not very good either. I think we're going to have to flash in this Brazen Borrower on the end step. Maybe we go with this. Curious Obsession, slip out the back. That's not looking too bad. Getting out this Brazen Borrower is pretty cool, though. Should we go for the Pteramander and then the Curious Obsession, and we have a slip out the back? Oof. Give us a nice... Yeah, we're thinking all right. That is nice. I know they're just gonna kill us as soon as they can with the blood token. So we need something big here. We're gonna take another 3. They have this Mayhem Devil. I don't think we're gonna be able to race under these circumstances. Witch's Oven. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to. Claim the Firstborn. Okay, that is going to be an easy slip out of the back moment here. So let's go ahead and slip out the back on our Sea-Dasher Octopus. So we will be able to save the Octopus. No Claim the Firstborn for you. We can't use the Witch's Oven and the Claim the Firstborn. What a classic combo. We do go down to 7, and that's going to be it for our flash cards. So we do get another Brazen Borrower, which is actually really cool. I'm going to drop the Curious Obsession, because we're so curious, you know? We're just curious. If they have like a Voltage Surge here, we're just kind of screwed. But we can't live in fear. We're going to do the Sea-Dasher Octopus. We're going to swing in. Hopefully they don't have a Voltage Surge. If they do, I will cry. Okay. Let's see if we can get in here. We have to get the draw off. Looks like we're going to be okay. Okay, we do get the damage off, which is absolutely beautiful. We're going to be able to draw 2 cards here. Another Curious Obsession. I will absolutely draw a card. Thank you. Siren Stormtamer. We can use this for the counter. That's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and drop the Siren Stormtamer. The Siren Pirate Wizard of all things. And then... Man, do we want to go for this Brazen Borrower on this Mayhem Devil? It's close. It's really close. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Because now we can go for the Brazen Borrower, the Petty Theft, the instant, and then we also keep up 1 blue for the Siren and the Stormtamer. And they're probably going to use this blood token, pop off for 1. Okay, so here's the thing. So whenever a player sacrifices a permanent here, we can counter the target spell or ability, so it's just going to die either way, right? So sacrificing it doesn't do anything, but at least we've eaten one of the damage things. We've eaten one of the potential ways that can do damage with the Mayhem Devil, and I think that's going to be like pretty decent here with 7 life. Hive of the Eye Tyrant is definitely a problem, and they're going to attack. I think we have to use the Petty Theft on the Mayhem Devil. We probably screwed up here. We didn't play ultimately. We did not play optimally here. So we are going to do this. We save on damage, which is nice. But they're just going to replay the Mayhem Devil now. We do get the Soaring City. Okay, the Soaring City is quite nice. This Pteramander's not really doing us any favors right now. I think we play this on the Mayhem Devil, or maybe the Kiki Jiki, so they can't reflect anything. Oh my god, I think we're going to have to play this on the Kiki Jiki here. So we're going to send you back. I know that they get to do the whole entire 9 yards again, but I really don't want them reflecting anything else. If we put back the Mayhem Devil, they can just reflect it. So I don't think they're going to go for Witch's Oven. I really don't think so. They are. Wow. Okay, so they're going to do 1 damage to my face. Okay. Well, we're going to really... should we really punish them here? If we go for Curious Obsession, do we get another land most likely? I think we are. This is kind of risky here. Oh, God. We're going to swing in here. They either have to chump block. I don't think they are. I think that they're going... I mean, if they just have a land, they win here. If they just have a land, they're going to be able to go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Den of the Bugbear. But we're going to be able to hopefully get into at least 1 island. Oh, at least 1. Okay, we do get into 1. We do get into 1, and now we can go March of Swirling Mist, or we can go for Brazen Borrower. Do we want to put a stop? Let's not put a stop yet. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Let's wait until they commit to go for the Den of the Bugbear or Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Then we can go for March of Swirling Mist, and then phase out 2 things. I think that's a pretty good deal here. They're not? Whoa. Okay. They're just going to swing with the Mayhem Devil. Wow. That puts us at 3 life. They can go for the food. That's another 1. They can go for Mayhem Devil. That makes 5. Okay. Oh, this is risky. I think we have to do it, though. I don't want to use my March of Swirling Mist on just the Mayhem Devil. So, as I said, they can go for the food. They can go for Witch's Oven, and that's it's going to be enough to leave us at 1. Okay, so they're going to get the Jegantha, the Wellspring. My turn. Wow. Okay. Do we want to use this March of Swirling Mist? It's already tapped, so I don't think we do. Another Pteramander. This card's been kind of underwhelming so far. Don't think we were running all of the instants and sorceries that we should be probably running to be running this thing. Maybe just dock it down to 2. All right, we're going to swing in. Obviously, we have to get our damage off. We do have the March of Swirling Mist, which is always wonderful. Okay. Down to 6, and we are going to draw 3 cards here, which is absolutely wonderful. Siren Stormtamer is really nice because it can absorb one of these hits. One of these pingers with the Mayhem Devil just pings you for 1 each time, which is getting increasingly annoying. And we get no land. I'm not even sure if we even dropped our friggin' land drop here. Let's go for the 1 Siren Stormtamer here. We have a lot of things we can do here. We can, I think I'm going to, at the... We need to have enough for a Brazen Borrower and a March of Swirling Mist. So I think we just play this. At the beginning of their end step, hold on, should we just use the Brazen Borrower now on this Mayhem Devil? And then get ready for the March of Swirling Mist once they become less mana efficient? I think we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and just use it right on the Mayhem Devil right now. They're going to have to decide, do they want to use the food? I do think this is the move here. As long as we keep 1 blue source open, 1 island, we're going to be able to go for March of Swirling Mist and phase them all out. So they are going to do this. Okay, let's see if they take out the Siren Stormtamer. That's fine with me. That is totally fine with me, because if you use 1 damage on a creature, that means you're not using it on my face. And I have 3 life left. So, that's kind of scary. We can end the turn. I don't think we are. I think we're going to keep the Stormtamer up so we can counter. And then 1 more for the March of Swirling Mist. We've got plenty of food that we can just exile in our hand for this March of Swirling Mist to take effect. So here comes the Mayhem Devil. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay with that. Cauldron Familiar, holy poop. Okay. Can they kill us here? Hold on. If they go... I think we have to do this now. No. We have to use this. X equals 2. Select up to. So that's okay. We're going to use our Spectral Sailor. We're going to phase you out right now. Keep our stuff open. I have to keep this 1 island up just for the Stormtamer here. So this is going to phase out. So they're not going to be able to get this Mayhem Devil Cauldron shenanigans, because that's lethal right now. If they have the Cauldron, that deals 1, the Witch's Oven, and another Cauldron. That's enough to kill us. So by this way, we ensure that they have to use the Witch's Oven now. Deal 1 damage to us. I think this is the play. Even if we end up losing this, I don't think I've misplayed maybe 1 time, maybe like 3 turns ago. I think instead of going for like a Pteramander, I could have went for a Pteramander instead of holding up something. But other than that, I think we've been playing pretty solid here. Hopefully, we did put our opponent in a tough position, because they're thinking about this. So they do phase out this. They can bring back the Cauldron Familiar 1 more time, but that leaves us with 1 life. Unless they have like a play with fire to our face. That would be so anticlimactic. I would be so sad. I would be so sad if they had that. But yeah, even if this Cauldron Familiar can come back with this food token, I don't think... Let's see. We would need some sort of like removal or something. Fatal Push. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna use this, and we're gonna say no to that. So definitely have to keep our Sea-Dasher Octopus here, 100%. And another island to seal the deal. This Cauldron Familiar can come back. The Cauldron Familiar is going to take the match for them. How ridiculously sad. Oh my goodness. I feel like we just had like... Oh man. I feel like this game was so winnable too. And we're gonna lose now. Well, it was a good game. Borrowers don't do anything. Curious Obsession doesn't do anything. They're going to bounce this back. Oh, man. That is good. That's going to be a good game. Want to make triple sure here. We'll make sure to dap up our opponents. Yeah, because they're going to bring back the Cauldron Familiar. And that's just going to do it. That is going to do it. Yeah, that is a good game. Good game. Unfortunate. Bujelli, how are we doing here? We're going to have to mulligan this away. We don't see a single creature in sight, so we'll go ahead and do this. This Pteramander, man, I don't know. I mean, we don't have... It's been coming up a little less likely than I would like it to, so... Yeah, this Adapt 4 is very, very expensive. We'll go ahead and put you away. Yeah, we should have maybe kept it. But we do have the Spell Pierce. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and... No, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep up the Spell Pierce. See, I totally knew that. I totally knew that. The Faerie Vandal is going to be really nice with the Curious Obsession. We also have this Lofty Denial, so we'll see what we have going on here. I think we're set up pretty well with the Faerie Vandal. Plus, I don't want to go into something without protection, so I think that's kind of why I got rid of the Pteramander here. Let's go ahead and flash in our lovely Faerie Vandal. This is wonderful for an array of reasons. We're going to go ahead and use the Curious Obsession here. We're just Curiosity Kill the cat. Swing on in, draw a card, and we still have a Lofty Denial, and then we get a 1/1 counter, so well, it's pretty good. It's pretty good if you ask me. Did Curiosity kill the cat? I think Curiosity killed the Mana Man, that's for sure. So they're going to swing in here, which kind of sucks, but they're going to hit us with this little monkey, this little Ragavan. Okay, monkey boy. Let's see what you got. You got 2 power for me. It's not great, but at least we're sitting on a Lofty Denial. Okie dokie. You just go away, so that's nice. Next, that is a hard no. We're going Loft Denial that all day. We don't even need the flying there, but it helps anyway. I think we're going to use this, and we're going to mutate it, and we're going to put this right over it. Put it right over it for a nice 4 power here, and we're going to swing in, and we're going to draw 2 cards here. Now that is pretty wonderful. Let's see what we got here. There's the Pteramander here. Do we want to play this down or want to get the Merfolk? I think we kind of want the Merfolk Trickster down. Yeah, we can keep this. I don't know what they got up their sleeve here. Because we are at 5 toughness now, it's going to be very difficult for them to do anything here. I think it's fine. We're going to be able to just race them just fine. So I guess we'll go for the Merfolk Trickster. Sounds good to me. Let's see what you got here. Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, what? I think we're just going to go for this. I don't want to go for the Trickster yet. Let's not go for the Trickster. I don't think it's really that necessary. I'm actually going to swing in with both here because we're going to be able to tap out the Bone Crusher Giant. So, boom, boom. And again, we're drawing 2 cards with the Octopus. Oh, goodness. 1/1 counter. Pretty nasty. I guess we can set down this because this is like one of the only cards in our deck that we can't use it with Flash or at instant speed. And I think we're just going to say, okay. I don't even think that we're really that threatened right now. So Goblin Chain Whirler, that is a problem. Ooh, that's actually kind of a problem, isn't it? Well, not really. So this is already on the stack here, so we can't really use this effectively. So I think we just take the L here. But it's not going to matter. We can, worst case scenario, we still have this Brazen Borrower that we can flash in here. And this is just not going to be enough. Right? Down to 6 we go. And this is going to go bye-bye. They are all tapped out, and we're going to have this Brazen Borrower. We don't even have to do anything else. We just flash it in. That is too much damage up in the air. And the Octopus is going to take it good game. Ricksta, how you doing, Rick? Well, let's go ahead and keep this. This is not really the best hand ever, but it's not terrible. I don't really like putting the Curious Obsession with the Siren Stormtamer because you have to swing in, and I want to use this for protection, not offense. I don't... Did our opponent take that dreaded mulligan? Well, you know what we do on this channel. We're going to give them the friendly mulligan hello because everybody deserves a friend. When you take a mulligan, everyone does. It's a terrible thing. Let's drop our Siren Stormtamer. Like I said, it's not ideal. Like, give us a hello, Rixta. They're probably not going to be happy to see this annoying mono blue color, but hey, it is what it is. And we have 2 Curious Obsessions. At this point, we're just going to have to double Curious Obsession this thing. I mean, it is what it is. I know it's... I feel bad for him a little bit, but maybe we miss... So there we go. We're going to miss a land drop potentially next turn, so maybe everything will settle just fine for them. Look at me, like, pray and hope that, like, cheer for our opponent. So they actually... I mean, yeah, it's looking like it. So Fatal Push on our Siren Storm... Okay. If we miss a land drop here, we are in horrendous shape. So let's go ahead and slide this over. Thoughtseize. Oh goodness, and they take a peek at our hand. We are running 2 March of Swirling Mist. I think that is the right number, even though it does look really bad right now, having both of them in our hand, just because it's not really the most useful right now. But let's see. Hit me with your best shot. What you got? Do they probably get rid of the I don't even know. I don't even know what they're going to think about. Probably the Brazen Borrower or the Spectral Sailor? I don't know. I mean, they have to know that we don't have a 3rd land here, so... They get rid of our Merfolk Trickster. There's our land, which is nice. We're going to say go. Because we're mono blue, baby. We just draw, we set, we go. And we're not even worried about it. I might be a little worried. We lost tempo really, really badly here. Ledger Shredder. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think it's okay. We're gonna use Brazen Borrower on the Ledger Shredder, and then we're gonna go for and then flash in Spectral Sailor. We don't want them to connive, so this is gonna be what we do here. So Petty Theft, bounce you back, and then we're gonna go for Spectral Sailor because it has flash. Now I am another land. Now we're sitting not so good here. We can draw a card though, so that's kind of nice. But down to 14. Yeah, I think we have to end the turn. So this Ledger Shredder, I just don't have a good feeling about it. I just don't have a good feeling about this stupid Ledger Shredder. Stitcher Supplier, that is interesting. Okay. So they're gonna fuel the graveyard. What else do they got? They got Tainted Indulgence, Fatal Push. Why didn't they go for the Ledger Shredder first? Oh, because they're gonna go for Faithful Mending. Okay. What do they want? Okay, they obviously are like some sort of reanimation stuff, right? They probably use the Ledger Shredder to connive, whatever. Oh, there's the Parhelion. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to flash in this Brazen Borrower just because I want to get as much damage off as possible rather than drawing. So, Faerie Vandal, that would be kind of nice. Okay. Yeah, we're going to swing in. Our hand pretty much plays itself at this point. We can go for Faerie Vandal, and we can use March of Swirling Mist for 1. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. We got to be careful here, though, because if they have a Grease Fang, we're not looking so good. We can, of course, March of Swirling Mist, whatever they put out, to kind of put a damper on their day, but... Hear that? That was a terrible bird noise. I am so sorry. That was bad. I don't know what I was thinking, but the Ledger Shredder is coming out to squawk. Thoughtseize. Oh, God. Okay. What do we want to do here? We have to get out this Faerie Vandal. We have to flash it in. It sucks, but we have to. And they're going to get rid of one of the March of Swirling Mists, but I really want to get this Faerie Vandal out on the battlefield. I don't want to give them another connive as well. If I cast the March of Swirling Mist, the Ledger Shredder gets to connive again, and that's just not something I want to do. So, hey, we got 2 March of Swirling Mist. You want the left or the right one? Which one you want? They do lose 2 life, which is nice, but the Ledger Shredder is probably going to end up holding this off. If they connive, they actually got rid of a land, so wow. They got rid of a land. So that means this is a 1-3. That means they could trade with the Brazen Borrower. Wow, they're going to swing in with the Stitcher Supplier. I'm going to take that all day. I do not care. I do not want to give you things in the graveyard either, so I would just... Sure. Come forth. Come forth, young grasshopper. We need something pretty good here. My turn. So we can hit him for how much here? This could be 1-2. We can hit him for 6. It's kind of tempting. Okay, we're not going to do it. Another island, which is really sucky. Do we want to swing in with the Brazen Borrower? I think we kind of do. As terrible as this is, I think we kind of do. We're gonna swing with both because we're gonna use Spectral Sailor. Do we swing with the Spectral Sailor? If they block here, no, it's not good enough. We don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and swing in. If they want to trade, they're gonna trade. We can use the Spectral Sailor to draw a card at will, so that's gonna be nice for the Faerie Vandal. There's another card where there's like Brineborn. Brineborn's that other card. They're actually gonna do this. That's actually kind of interesting. Okay, well, okay. I guess we might as well. I mean, I know that they're bouncing anyway, but I guess we might as well. There's really no downside. I guess we could March of Swirling Mist the whole board. So that is the downside about that, isn't it? So the Spectral Sailor goes away. Okay. So yeah, that was definitely a misplay. We take him down to 7. Yeah, that was dumb of me, wasn't it? Hold on. I'm trying to think here. I mean, obviously, we knew that was a possibility. But the March of Swirling Mist is still good. So drawing a card, I guess we were thinking, like, maybe if we don't draw into a land, we can always use March of Swirling Mist as, like, a last resort type of thing. They're probably going to swing with the Stitcher Supplier, keep the Ledger Shredder back, which makes perfect sense. Okie dokie. We'll go down to 18. Hopefully we can find like a way to draw here. So they're going to go for Faithful Mending. Okay. Discard your cards. They're only going to be left with 1 card. But they are going to be digging for this freaking, oh gosh. There's another Parhelion. They're going to get into their dreaded Greasefang here eventually. So we do have to slip out the back. That is really nice. That is really nice. I love slip out the back. My goodness, what a card. So I'm going to use the Petty Theft right on this Ledger Shredder. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and annoy them. Really good here. We swing in. We do 4, and we're going to be able to... We can flash in the... I think we're sitting pretty. I really do. Even if they have the Greasefang, we can go for March of Swirling Mist. And we can literally just put a total damper on their day. So even if they... I think we're safe. Even if they have this Greasefang, we can just say nah. We can just put them on the back burner for a turn. They'll come back, but by the time they have their next turn, we're going to swing in for lethal, and life is going to be good. We also have to slip out the back, too, so I am scared of nothing. There's a Ledger Shredder. No big deal. No big deal. I know they get to connive if they want to play something else, but whatever. Okay. How many remove they would have to have 2 fatal pushes here, right? Like literally they would have to be running 4 fatal push in total, and these would both have to be them. So I think we can actually just flash in this Brazen Borrower. Because we're going to be able to either use Slip Out the Back or March of Swirling Mist. We even have a Spell Pierce just for fun. And I think that's all we're going to do. And that is going to be good game. King Gold Dork. What a name. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and get this. They are showing us Goblin Sleeves. I wonder if they have the Goblins. Probably not if they're running Snow Mountain. But, okay. Well, you know the drill around here. We are going to either keep up a Spell Pierce or the Spectral Sailor. This Sailor is absolutely wonderful. And then we can even go for Curious Obsession if the opportunity calls for it. This deck is just so nasty. I mean, I definitely see a lot of it, but I see more Parhelion. And I think this deck that I'm playing is a little nastier, but I don't know. We'll see. So this kind of sucks, because you can't really do much about this thing. There's a First Strike Menace, which is a pain in the butt. Let's go ahead and flash in our Spectral Sailor here. This is a lot of firepower that they can put down on the battlefield here, though. I'm kind of wondering, should we... We can either go for Brazen Borrower. I think we kind of want to kind of just put them behind here. That's a lot of damage. I know they have to exile the monkey thing, think we just kind of Brazen Borrower him right now. See, whenever it attacks, I guess we can just swing in. We're not going. We already ruled ourselves out of the Curious Obsession, so I think we just Brazen Borrow him. I'm just gonna do it at sorcery speed. I don't really know. I don't think they're gonna like buff it up or anything. Still getting a little used to this format here. We could have a Spell Pierce. I don't know. Should we have waited? Probably should have waited, right? It's not like they can give it like hexproof or something. I don't know. Maybe this isn't Gruul. I mean, again, this is Explore. I don't know what I'm thinking. This has got to be just mono red. I mean, I'm getting a little bit too like worst case scenario inside my own head here. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little paranoid. This has definitely got to be mono red. Definitely mono red. So there's a Runa Map of Ruins. Okay. Kari Azeb. Well, this thing can't swing if they want to replay this, and plus that gives them like kind of an awkward mana curve here. So Goblin Chain Whirler. Oh boy, that is absolutely horrendous. Oh god, that is so hard to come back from. Oof. Very nice, very nice. That is tough. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be able to just come back from that. That is literally that crippling. Getting a 3/3 and getting rid of our creature. Wow. Well, we can still go for Brazen Borrower. I think they're not really that keen on non-creature spells, so the Spell Pierce isn't that good. Sea-Dasher Octopus, no good here. I think we're just gonna have to get Brazen Borrower, go for Curious Obsession, maybe try and get into some sort of disruption like Fading Hope or something, but oof, this card is awesome. I do remember this was like one like day one stuff that when I was you know, not even playing ranked, I do remember this thing was really cool, but I don't even know if I have one. I think I have to craft some of these things. Very, very cool card. I love the lore too. The Goblin Whirler, it deals 1 damage. It's just really good flavor. I love that. The opponent is taking their time, and it's not really good. Usually when they're taking their time, it's because they're behind. They're either salty, they don't know what to do. But in this case, they're just about to kill us really bad. They're about to bash our skull in. So that's what makes roping when you're ahead like extra agonizing. When you're ahead, you don't really mind at all because you're like, well, I'm gonna win. I might as well just sit here and enjoy some coffee or whatever. But when you're behind in the roping, it's like, oh, absolute agony. So go down to 11. Oh my god. Burning Tree Emissary. Oh my god. Ugh. Do we have a meat hook in blue? Oh, I would love a... Well, actually, I wouldn't even love a meat hook, because a meat hook doesn't even take care of the Chain Whirler, even if we do get a land drop. Wow. Come on, opponent. You're gonna beat us. There's like a... I mean, again, it's not 100%, or else I would have just conceded already, but there's like a 99.99% chance they win, and they're taking forever. So brutally agonizing here. Let's go ahead and flash in this Brazen Borrower. I think that's still the most we can do here. Another land. Let's go for Curious Obsession. We'll be able to draw a card this way. Maybe we can get like a Tempest. I think that's the only way we can win, really. I'm gonna swing in here, take him down to 14, and we are way behind. So draw a card. Hopefully no land. Oh, what do you know? It's a land. God, son of a gun. This is just not gonna cut it. We can flash this in. We could have done that before, but then we're low on mana. I think we just have to just do this. Keep up Spell Pierce for a potential Ember Cleave. Not good. We can flash in the Sea-Dasher Octopus, but if we were ahead, that would be a good move. But right now, what the heck do you even do? What the heck do you even do here? And the opponent is taking forever. Just attack. You're gonna win. Okay, okay. Well, maybe they're celebrating. I don't blame them. Hey, every win's a win. A win's a good time. Winning is fun. Maybe they're celebrating, doing some jumping jacks, doing some cartwheels. Robber of the rich, okie dokie. Robber of the rich. Right now, I don't know if I don't have an embarrassment of riches here, so play with fire. Well, I guess we might as well spell pierce this thing. I guess. Might as well. Don't think that's going to be enough, but at least we did something. We at least kind of annoyed them. We're at least going to annoy them on their way to victory. What is the best thing that we can do here? I think we have to take the Stormtamer and just chump their highest blocker. And then we have to literally get into a March of Swirling Mist. Like, that's the only way we win this. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Down to 2, and we have to get a March of Swirling Mist, or else it's just over. So if we, hold on, if we do this, do we want 2 opportunities to get a March of Swirling Mist? I think we have to, right? So we can mutate this in for 2. Let's go under. And we're swinging it. We get to draw 2 cards here from the Curious Obsession and the Brazen Borrower. There's a, come on. We need a March of Swirling Mist, and we could phase everything out, and we would still be in the game. Dang it. I mean, we can realistically, we couldn't realistically hope for that, and that's going to be a good game. Nothing, no matter what they play here. We're going to chump block here. We could slip out the back of this, and just enough damage is still going to come through, so we won't let them hold up any longer. Plus, they're taking forever, so we'll just give them the good game. You know, it is what it is. We'll move on. Good game. Hey, Core, how you doing here? We're going to go ahead and keep this. I see a Faerie Vandal and a Sea-Dasher Octopus. We also got this little Tempest Djinn. Man, I really like this thing. This little old wizard Djinn dude. Telling you what, it's just what you need. It's not like super sexy. Good lord, isn't that sexy? But it plays pretty sexy, and that's, you know, good enough. So we're gonna go ahead and pass the turn. We got this Faerie Vandal. We'll go ahead and flash this in. Valdare and Epicure. Not too worried about. I am a little worried about this because they can go for like Voltage Surge with this blood token. It's sneaky, but they are tapped out, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and slide this Faerie Vandal in. We got more islands, which might power up the Tempest Djinn, but I am actually going to use the Sea-Dasher Octopus, dashing through the sea on a Faerie Vandal. We're going to draw a card all the way. Ha, 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 ha. So let's go ahead and put this over. We keep it flying. We swing in. Because we do this, and obviously I would love to draw, and look at that. We get up to a 3/3 on top, and now we're sitting on a March of Swirling Mist with a Spell Pierce. It's pretty good. That's fine with me. Putting the Sea-Dasher Octopus on the Faerie Vandal is quite formidable. So we can either go for Spell Pierce, or if worst case scenario, we could even go for March of Swirling Mist. If the absolute worst case scenario ever happened. But it's not really looking like it. It's looking like we're going to be okay here. Siren Tamer. Pretty good. I am going to do the thing where we swing in with our awesome little flying octopus here. So just gonna go for blood tokens. Maybe they are. Ooh, Parhelion. Ooh, okay. Well, that makes me just really want to keep up the March of Swirling Mist, because if they've got a Grease Fang, Fatal Push. That is going to be an easy Spell Pierce. So let's go ahead and Spell Pierce the Fatal Push. No way, Jose. We've worked way too far to get this going here, and this is really nice here. Ooh, we do have a Brazen Borrower. Ooh, we're just not ready for this Tempest Djinn, I don't think. I think we're gonna just stay put because we have this doesn't do a whole lot of good here because we have March of Swirling Mist. Okay, let's do it. Let's go for a Siren. Let's go for this because the March of Swirling Mist literally has so much versatility that we can get rid of something in our hand to protect our creatures. They just give it up, and I'll take it. Dashing through the octopus snow. Esbo, how we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. I like this hand. It's pretty good, pretty good. So Shipwreck Marsh, wonder what we're playing against. I love this little Spectral Sailor too. The fact that it has Flash really puts it over the top. Like, would this be that good without the Flash? I think it'd be pretty good, but the having Flash just makes it, like, staple worthy. So Rafine's Tower, we're playing against most likely Esper. Ooh. Thoughtseize. Do we want to use Spell Pierce on this thing? I think we're going to. Alright, so let's, I don't know. I mean, again, I'm more in like that standard mood, and I know they run a lot of creatures. Surprisingly, Esper does not run a whole lot of non-creatures in standard here. So this might have been, I don't know. I still think it's fine. They probably would have gotten rid of our Sea-Dasher Octopus or Spectral Sailor. I mean, without a Thoughtseize, you flash in the Sailor, and then you go with the Sea-Dasher Octopus. We don't have a counter this time, so I think we're going to flash in the Sailor here, and I'm pretty sure they're going to take away our Octopus. If they don't take away our Octopus, that is going to be our major draw engine. So I would think they do. Wow, they don't. They get rid of the Brazen Borrower instead. Wow. Okay. They do have the Seasoned Hollow Blade, but we have the Sea-Dasher Octopus here, and we're going to be able to flash this in. Ooh, now we have a Tempest. Ooh. Okay. I think I still want to get the Sea-Dasher Octopus out, so I'm actually going to swing in here. We're going to swing in. We're going to mutate this in. Flash, of course. They are tapped out. And let's see. So this has flying. I'm still kind of new to this mutate mechanic a little bit. So if we put it over, we still have flying. So that's okay, right? Right. Okay, so as long as we still have the flying part, because we kind of need that. This hollow blade kind of has our number here on the ground. We got another island, and we'll go ahead and pass turn. Have it slip out the back. I wonder if they're going to use this to just... Ooh. That's nifty. That's nifty. This Parhelion is everywhere, so they have the Grease Fang. Here's the question. Do we use Slip Out the Back right now? Do we use Slip Out the Back to just get rid of the stupid Grease Fang? I think we do. Hold on. They have only one in their hand, right? Return it to this owner's hand at the beginning of your next end step. So if we we're just gonna, yeah, I'm very sure. We're gonna go ahead and use this on the Grease Fang because I don't even want this ability to pop off. We give him a 1/1 counter, but that is a small price to pay for salvation. This kind of sucks because we're not gonna be able to swing in with or drop the Tempest Djinn because we're gonna want to use Brazen Borrower on the Grease Fang. So I am actually going to swing in with the Sea-Dasher Octopus. I love this little octopus thingy. Draw a card. How wonderful is that? I most certainly will be drawing. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and end the turn. We can also draw a card with that, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we're definitely going to just need to get this Brazen Borrower onto this Grease Fang, which is just priority number 1. So I think I may have screwed up here because I didn't do this at the draw step. So I don't know what the heck my problem is. Am I stupid? Crew 4. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna use I don't think it's the end of the world here. We're gonna use this on the Grease Fang to put it back. So the worst case scenario, it can't be crewed. They can't crew this because this is 3. So they already committed to their combat. So now this thing's gonna come back to its hand, or does that not, hold on. Because they don't have the Grease Fang anymore. But so does this stay or no? We definitely screwed that up really badly. We should have just used it right away. Well, I guess if we use it on their end step, they could have just used it anyway. So no, we didn't. We didn't. Oh my god, they have another one? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so it does go back to their hand, which is nice, but again, they still have another Grease Fang. And now this Ledger Shredder's too big for us. I think we're gonna lose. I don't know how else we can get out of there. Oh, we are plugged up. This is a creature spell. Spell Pierce is dead. Sea-Dasher Octopus, plugged up. Brazen Borrower, plugged up. Tempest Djinn, no good. Wow, we are dead in the water. I think the best thing we can do is draw and then no. Yeah, we can draw and then maybe get a Fading Hope. That's what this game is gonna come down to. Espo, man, you've got my number. I think I'm like 0-3 against you, buddy. Good job to you. Oh god, I think we just lose. Like, how do we get out of here? We have to draw and just hopefully we get like a Fading Hope, and I'm not kidding you, because this doesn't do anything. This thing's gonna come back because they have another one. That is so baloney. That's baloney. All right, let's go ahead and draw here. It has to be a Fading Hope or a March of Swirling Mist. A Brazen Borrower is just not gonna get it done. It's just not gonna get done. We don't have enough mana to do it. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. All right, Parhelion, I think we'll play it out, but it has to be over. It just has to be. They're gonna hit us with the Grease Fang. I'm tired of getting my butt beat with this Parhelion thingy and the Grease Fang combo. I'm starting to get salty. I think the salt is starting to come out here. I'm starting to see all the Twitter people saying what the heck's going on here. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. Just come crack my head open. Is it like Winota? Does it deserve the same fate? I don't know. Alright, I'm done being salty. Good game. 7 favor Mario. So Super Mario. Let's see how super you are. I guess we'll keep this. It's not ever great keeping 4 lands. If I were to saw 5, I think 5 lands in a tempo deck like this, you have to mulligan. Plus, we can go for the Stormtamer. I think I've mentioned it before, how I don't like going Stormtamer and put it on Curious Obsession on it. But you get the Tempest Djinn, so that could be nice. I think I'm going to drop the Stormtamer. Might as well. Hear the squawk of our little Stormtamer here. But yeah, we're going second versus Mono Red, and I don't like that, because Mono Red's scary. Oh, God. You never like to be in the spot. Oh, God. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. It's turn 2. It's turn 2, and you have 4 creatures. 2 of them are attacking. What? What? That's too much damage. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I don't know. Oh god. We go for Brazen Borrower, kind of get rid of something, but I think we're just gonna. Oh god. I think we just pass and use Brazen Borrower on something. Ugh. Games like this just suck. They just suck. We're literally gonna have to just take all of this damage. These get first strike. They're probably gonna play something. Should we have used Brazen Borrower at the beginning of the step here? We take way too much damage here. I think I don't know if we truly had a chance in this game. Oh, man, Explorer is one of those. I mean, again, I'm not trying to be salty. It's just a lot of non-games happen, and it is my biggest pet peeve about Explorer, because we aren't playing best 2 out of 3, but a lot of non-games in Explorer. Like, a lot of games where you're just done on turn 2. Like, literally done on turn 2. Obviously, if we were playing a different deck, or if we could sideboard something, but as of right now, it's looking like we are just absolutely out of luck here. So, Reckless Rage, sure, and now the Brazen Borrower goes away. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice here. We'll drop the Tempest Djinn. That can block out some damage here, so maybe I should eat my words and not call it a non-game, because we got a little bit of life here. So, not exactly a non-game just yet. We're going to go ahead and block you out. And there's an Embercleave, and this was a non-game. It wasn't a non-game, but a quick, unexciting, brutally awful one to pilot. Bolt Thunder 10. How are we doing here? So let's go ahead and keep this. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I like these. These are cute little. I still don't even know what this is. It's like all the moon things. Got a soft spot in my heart for these. Oh, our opponent is wasting no time coming after us. So we got the Thoughtseize. Let's see what they take away. Don't take away my octopus. Don't take away my. Well, no, don't take away my octopus. Are they gonna go for the Curious Obsession or the Spectral Sailor? Why they get rid of my Lofty Denial? Whoa. Whoa, we got a badass over here. I remember when that meme was like all the rage. Showing my age out here a little bit. Bolt Thunder 10, baby. Let's see what you got. The Shocket, they're already down to 14, which is kind of hilarious. Oh my god, another Thoughtseize? Well, okay. Probably going to take away our Curious Obsession, which sucks, but we do have 2 Spectral Sailor, so hit me with your best shot. And they're down to 12. I have not even, like, lifted a finger yet, and they're down to 12, which is kind of hilarious. Let's go for Spectral Sailor. Hopefully they don't have... Come on, what do you have? Do you really have a Fading Hope? Oh, do you really have a Fading Hope? That would be brutal. Because I'm wanting to go with Sea-Dasher Octopus here. You see my conundrum. Okay. They do. They have it. Because obviously they still have priority here. It's too risky. It's too risky to go for the Sea-Dasher Octopus. Oh, let's risk it. It's Fading Hope, right? Come on. Come on, don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Consider. They consider. No Fading Hope. Consider is okay. It does not disrupt our card. And we're good. So we'll go ahead and put this over to get the extra little power damage here. We already took him down to 10, and we draw a card, which is wonderful. Now we got this Tempest Djinn too, so we got Flying Octopus up here. The Modern Age, so they're going to just draw a card, discard a card. They probably want something scary in their graveyard. I'm assuming it's Parhelion. Oh, wow, Parhelion. This is a Parhelion format, let me tell you that right now. I'm not going to drop our Tempest Djinn. I want to swing in, see if we can, you know, do something. I would love to get into something that would disrupt our opponent from doing something, but we do not. Instead, we're going to have to do this Tempest Djinn, which is fine. It's still a 3/4 flyer, but I'm nervous about a Grease Fang. If they've got a Grease Fang, we literally just kind of lose, and that is very frustrating because we just, yeah, I don't see how we could win here. Oh no. Okay, so that's good. Okay, we're good. So they get rid of the Grease Fang. Why do they get rid of the Grease Fang? You need the Grease Fang, right? They have the big Parhelion in the graveyard. So now they're just going to consider, dude, you lose now. Why did you do this? Now we're going to play down the island, and we're going to have our 2 little Octopus and our Tempest Djinn. We're going to give them a good game, and we didn't even really have to try that hard. We're just going to swing in. GG's, Bolt Thunder. Feels good. Jaybird, how's it going here? This is really not the best hand. This is close to a mulligan. I guess we can keep it just because I don't know what we're playing against. We can hold up these Spell Pierce, but if we're playing like against a creature deck, this is really bad. Alright, well, oh, we'll get a hello. Well, nevertheless, whether we lose or not, we have to give our opponent a hello. That's what Magic the Gathering is all about. So hopefully they don't play a creature, but if they do play a creature, we can just go for the Borrower. Yeah, we're going to have to. Just kind of set them back here. Pretty standard stuff here. Oh, we're just getting flooded already. Oh, we need stuff that we can actually play. That is just not going to do us very good here. So this Robber of the Rich does have Reach. So that is always something I do remember about this card. It does have Reach. We actually have less cards than they do, so they can't really rob us. We are not the rich. You are the rich right now. Oh, they actually miss a land drop here, so let's go ahead and get down our Brazen Borrower. Ooh, and that Curious Obsession. We needed that. That is going to be absolutely wonderful. So we swing in here, get a nice card. On top of giving a little buff here. Curious Obsession is nuts. Another island, whatever, it's okay. We have a Slip Out the Back and a Spell Pierce, so we're gonna be able to protect our Brazen Borrower pretty good here. Now, what sucks is this Robber of the Rich, again, does have Reach, and we don't really have a way to deal with this, so they're probably just gonna let it stay put. Wow, they're not. Wow, that is surprising. Jaybird, you have me dead to rights with this Robber of the Rich, like absolutely dead to rights. Okay, be that as it may. We can go ahead and drop the Siren Stormtamer. Yeah, we can't draw anything that's like worth anything more than 3. We ramp out at 3 in this deck, so Bone Crusher Giant, that is unfortunate for you. We're gonna go ahead and Spell Pierce you. So they're not even gonna get into their Bone Crusher Giant at a later date. Boom! Down to 12 we go, and we are making a very, very good time. We have a Faerie Vandal too. Oh, things just keep getting better. We're gonna flash this in. We have a Slip Out the Back and a Spell Pierce. Oof. The bad thing is this Robber of the Rich can still do some nasty things to us, but they kind of missed the memo there. Bone Crusher Giant. This is actually just the creature, so we can't counter that with the Spell Pierce. Why are you swinging in with the Robber of the Rich? This is so confusing. I'm just gonna take it. Sure. Now we can flash in our Faerie Vandal here. Lofty Denial, so we can pretty much counter anything because again we have flying creatures, and this deck is just so nasty. It really is. We're just gonna swing in. We can counter stuff. They're not gonna be able to do enough damage here. No. For some reason, they let us swing in. They let the Robber of the Rich go. We draw another card, and then now we put a 1/1 counter on the Faerie Vandal here. Not really the strongest draws. We are getting a lot of land, but we're drawing land at almost a 50% rate, which is kind of nuts, but we still have a Lofty Denial, Slip Out the Back, Spell Pierce. I think we have enough just to kind of lock them out. And, yeah, sorry, Jay Bird. You have to keep the Robber of the Rich... Robber of the Reach. Right? It should be Robber of the Reach, but at this point, we can just go for Slip Out the Back. Alright, what do you got? Do you have an Embercleave or something? There's the Embercleave. Well, we can go for Spell Pierce or Lofty Denial. Let's just go for Lofty Denial. We'll show off a new card here, and they are not going to be able to do enough damage here. Down to 6. They've got only a mountain left. We're going to go ahead and take this. Another island. This is kind of nuts, but our opponent does give us a good game, and that is going to be a good game. Icky Sticky. Sticky Icky, how you doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Pretty funny name here. I love how this deck is just so aggravating for anyone who plays against it. It is absolutely atrocious. I have been getting my butt kicked here a little bit here. I've been getting my ears butt kicked from this stupid bat. But, you know, some people insist on having the most annoying pet on the planet. As if you've ever noticed, I know it's kind of dark, you can't really see behind me, but up right here, we always have our lovely Black Lotus. If you don't know the origin of Mana Man, I don't know, I think I got like a paper cut or something. You might want to check out my lore the lore video on my YouTube home channel. Let's go and flash in the Spectral Sailor, and now we got him right where we want him. We're gonna have, I don't know if we have him right where we want him, but we do have this Lofty Denial, and I'm actually gonna swing in, because I don't know if I want to block here. Nah, I don't really want to block. I know that they obviously have 2. We're not gonna outrace them at this pace, but having this Lofty Denial, we have a creature with flying. We're gonna be able to Spell Pierce him here. So Spirit Cleric, sacrifice this, exile target player's graveyard. That's actually not that menacing, but I'm still gonna Lofty Denial it. Might as well. And yeah, this is not the best trading here, but I don't really want to block just yet. Yeah, I think we're just gonna swing in again. I don't want to trade here. I don't want to trade. I want to start drawing with the Spectral Sailor. We don't have like a Sea-Dasher Octopus or something. And plus we've got all these counters. Another one, you say, huh? I think we can let this one resolve and then use Brazen Borrower on it rather than just countering it. And they're not going to attack. Well, let's go ahead and use the Brazen Borrower. I'm actually just going to bounce this thing. They can sacrifice this and exile the graveyard, and they're just going to bounce. I don't know why they didn't do that. They should have just popped it, right? And then I wouldn't have got the second version, but okay, I will take it.